So we are forging onward in our nutrition challenge, and I wanted to put together just a short video on something that I'm surprised hasn't come up: alcohol consumption. So if you are a non-drinker, that's pretty easy, right? Stay the course, you don't drink. If you do drink, a couple of things to keep in mind, right? Number one is going to a social engagement, going somewhere where you know that drink's going to be, is adjusting your caloric intake that day so that you don't just have your normal day of 2,000 calories plus a whole bunch of drinks plus a whole bunch of extra food at the end of the day and completely dig yourself this giant hole. So if I know I'm going to go somewhere, hey, I've got a wedding coming up, hey, I've got this social interaction where I know I'm going to have a couple of drinks, right? I need to plan ahead a little bit. I need to say, okay, I know the drinks are going to be carbohydrate high, and I'm going to have some chicken wings, right? So there's that two routes that I can go. I can plan for it, and I could adjust my breakfast and my lunch, and maybe just have a protein shake for breakfast instead of eggs, which are high in fat. Maybe I could go a little lighter in carbohydrate at lunch, so I'm not having maybe brown rice or anything along those lines. So later in that night, if I go and have 3 or 4 beers and I have 6 chicken wings, not 34 beers, not 64 chicken wings, I can still stay within my numbers, right? I haven't gone grossly over the plan, right? So that's the number one big one is plan it a little bit. Don't just take what could be a really good day and move your numbers around a little bit and throw it out the window because you couldn't take 2 seconds to fix your plan, right? That's gonna be the difference between people that do really well, people that adhere to it and stick with it, and people that just fall completely off, right? A little bit of planning goes a super long way. You probably don't usually get caught off guard with a wedding. You usually know, hey, look, there's a wedding coming up. Hey, there's a graduation. Hey, there's this going on. And I'm not telling you that you can't have a drink ever again. I like my drinks. I try to keep them few and far between. And if I can, I try to plan for them. Second thing is, when you have those drinks, you don't need to turn it into how fast can I drink 16 beers, right? Obviously, if we're having overconsumption of alcohol, that's not going to help with body composition. And actually, a member sent me a pretty cool little article, and it talks about trying to stay within these guidelines of 1 per hour, 2 per day. I can agree with that. It says 14 per week. I think if you're really working on body composition, that's probably a little high. But I like the 1 per hour. I like the 2 per day. I just want to do 2 per day, 7 days a week. That seems a little excessive on my end if you're trying to change your body composition. So just the key things, guys, right? I'm not telling you that you can't ever have a drink again. You need to be able to enjoy life. The whole purpose of learning how to eat better is not to deprive yourself of having a drink with a friend you haven't seen in a long time or catching up with somebody, right? Those are some of the best things you can do. But what we don't want to turn it into is just completely falling off our plan, over consuming in carbohydrate because we had 4 or 5 beers that we didn't adjust for earlier in the day, and then maybe having some poor food choices after it that again we could have maybe built a little buffer in earlier in the day. So the planning goes a long way, and then just drinking at a social pace, right? At least for me, hopefully long gone are the days of how fast can I drink a 24 pack of Keystone Ice. So again, guys, enjoy life, have a great time, have a drink or two along the way. Obviously, if you don't drink, this video is probably not much help for you. If you do enjoy the drinks, plan for them. You don't need to go overboard. If you have any questions, please let us know. Have a great day.